Hello, welcome to my channel once again. I really appreciate it. For today I want to make a planner page, and I used a lot of ECD dies. I will put them all in the description box for you, so that you know which one I've been using. So let's get started, because I've done some planning ahead. So what I've done, because you can see all the pieces here, they are all loose, and these two are both from ECD 2278 and ECD 2263, and then this one is from another one. So I'll be putting that for you in the description box. So what I've done is I put my dies, of course, on my paper, and I've run it through. And then I wanted to make pockets, but I wanted to use my sewing machine to adhere it. So that is what I did. I did it with my sewing machine. So I use these clips to hold it, and then I go over it with my sewing machine, and that's really all that I've done. Now I've got 3 pockets. Meaning this one, then this one, and this one. I sew them all together. Then I took my page, I also sew around it. And what I want to do is use this and then paste it on top. As you can see, it has all these flaps from the pockets, and what I want to do is use these for the outer. So I'll use these in and use these two out, so then it gives me a little bit more room and more space. I hope you can see what I mean. I can come a little bit closer. Okay, so you see the 2 flaps. So this one and this here from the inner one, it goes on top of my paper, and then the ones that are sticking out go around it, and these ones obviously is folded inside and then also on top. So that is how I'm gonna adhere it. And you can do that with double-sided tape. You can do it with glue. Whichever one you prefer. Most of the time I use both, but first of all, what I want to do is the stress, and I'm gonna use my oxide ink for it. I have walnut stain. I prefer that one. I know a lot of you are using vintage photo, but I prefer this one. So I'm just going on all of my edges to distress with the ink. was this one. And I've used all kind of papers. I've used from Holz, from a very old collection where I was having leftovers, and I also used the paper pad CO32. That's the paper pad, once in a lifetime, from that one. I've also used some papers, so making sure I'm getting all. Fold this a little bit in because I don't want it to break, and I go over it again. I really want it to be shown, and I left, you can see some thread. I left it. So these ones go on the in, and these two, they go on the out, around. So that is what I'm gonna glue first. I'm using my glue pen. Oh, making sure that this is not being glued. So I'm putting it on top, and then I'm just turning this around to make sure I have everything in place. I'll use some of these ones to hold it. Oh. Just to make sure that is glued well, because there's only a little part that has to be glued. I have more of them here. I've still got one here. Let me put it here. So this one can dry for now because there's nothing more that I can do for this. So this one, they are all dies, and the only thing that I've did, like I've mentioned before, I sew them together. So let me put it to the side, and I'm sorry, I'm moving the camera. Let me put something heavy on top on the side where I cannot put something to hold. So then I also cut out some tags. So first of all, I'm gonna distress them. And I'm going to distress them on both sides, so I make sure that the ink is visible on both sides of the paper. I'm extending my ink also a little bit inside. Where is visible. Pardon me, I had to sneeze. I'm so sorry. Okay, so on this one is going to be very visible. On this one is not going to be very visible because it's a little bit darker. You will of course see it, but not as much as the first one. Both sides again, because I'm not sure which side I want to put up and which side I want to put down. The only thing I know is that they are going in, and I think maybe like this, because the both of I like these two together and I like these two together. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay. Now, I've also cut out the flowers. This has the background. And this one also have the background. So I want to use some of the eyelets and split pens, and I think I'm going to use the big one here, the copper. So this one is around, okay, they are both the same, so let me right way up. Okay, I'm going to use a split pen in between because I want the flower to be able to still turn. So we are going to need 2 of the split pens for this. And then I want eyelets. Let me take a little bit of the bigger ones. Yeah, they match together. So I'm going to take my crocodile. I don't have to punch a hole because it's in there already. This is the right side up for me. Oh, sorry, happens sometimes. So I have those ones in already, and I can't make a mistake anymore on which one goes up and down. And even if I want to change, it's going to be like this because, you know, I have this as back and this as front. So this is for my split pen. So what I wanted to do, like I said before, I want some flowers on top. And first of all, I'm going to distress everything again. Then I'm putting it on top. I have to see a little bit. I think it's like, no, almost got it. Let me see, the tree is down here. So it's going to be like this. I'm punching a hole. And then this is going to be very long, I hope. Yeah, it's working and it's not coming underneath, so out underneath, so I can keep it like this. Same thing is going to happen with this one. Let me just punch a hole, put this in and then distress it. Don't make it too tight, otherwise it will not spin anymore. And then the only thing I have to decide, is it on the tag I want to use it, or do I want to use it on top of my pockets. So, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut a little bit into the flowers by their leaves, so that I can shape them. Not all the way, some of them all the way, some of them just partly, a little bit. This is the last one. You can see now I can move the underneath ones also, and I can move them and curl them and in any way I want them. Did it fall? Yeah, it did. So you can just hold it and fold it around and turn like this. This is thicker paper, so it will stay. What you can do later is, because most of the time I first curl them, and then, because I curl them separately, and of course it takes time, so I will fast forward this one a little bit for you. Okay, I'm back. So you see me curl everything, and you also see me distress a little bit. I'm going over with my oxide inks again, just to make it a little bit different, and I'm shaping it to how I want it, because while I was turning all the leaves and cutting them and turning them, rolling them, I was thinking, okay, I want them on my page and not on my tag. At least that were my thoughts when I was doing all of the shaping. So let me see if they are dried. Yes, it is. So let me keep this back and take this off. You can see it's stuck already, so this one we are going to adhere it with the glue. And you will ask, why didn't I do it immediately? Because if something went wrong and it's not sitting the way I want it, I could have loosened it with a little knife and then reshape it. So put in my clip again. They are not going to be in the way, so let me just clip it and close it. It's not going to be in the way if I want, because I have 3 pockets, and I was thinking if I put them in what you call it, what is cut with the dice already, if it will look nice. Yeah, it's going to look nice, but it's also going to be in the way here. If I put this one here, I was thinking then I might have to cut another flower again, because only 2 is not nice, only 1 is not nice, but 3 brings harmony. But then I'll have to cut the little one. But I was thinking if I'm gonna do it like this, let me see, or maybe the other way around. This one go there, this one on top, because it can come out of the page. Then this one is the flat one, going to be here in the corner, and then I'm just using that to decorate, but this should be glued by now. Because it slided in. We can also use this one on top here, which I like a lot, and this small one here, and then the busyness stays here, and I think I prefer that. At least I like it. But what I have to do then is I will make a hole and then push my split pen through, and then I still have, I'm gonna eyeball it. I'm not exactly going to do, but I'll put it here, then open it, and then I'm gonna take like a washi tape or something to put on the split pen ends. Let me see, because then this one is going to be flat here, so I want this one around here. Because when I stick something in, like a tag or anything you want to put there, I don't want it to interfere. And that's why I want to put some washi tape on top. And then it doesn't matter which ones you take, as far as it is wide enough to go over the legs from the split pen. It's going to be hard to show you, but you know how to do it, or now that you are watching, and if you want to do the same thing exactly before you start sewing everything, you can put the flowers But as you know, sometimes it doesn't work like that when you are in your creative flow. So now it's not going to interfere with anything, and I can just glue this one underneath. Which side? Not, yeah, I want to use this side, the darker. This one is not going to be movable, so I'm trying to spread and the glue is going to dry up clear. So if you use too many glue, it doesn't matter, just spread it. I'll take a baby wipe, a wet baby wipe, and then all the excess you can take it off. So for now, this is what I have, and I like it a lot. So let's get busy with the tags. Let me move this to the side. So I've also done the rest of the dies. I cut them out, the letters, actually everything, and also didn't throw away the leaves because I don't know if I want to use them. If I want to use them, then I can make a flower and glue it here if I want. It's going to take a long time, but it's possible. And then the little bit that I was having left over from the paper, I also kept it. These are the words: hello, nature, fun, and happy. So I don't know if I'm going to use them, but if so, then I have them cut out already, and then I don't have to worry anymore. So from my books, because I have book 9 and the one from Christmas, book 8, and they both have people faces inside, let me say it like that. The one thick one and the one thin paper. And I was thinking, because I like boy and girl, okay, I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna use the thin paper. Let me see if it's been cut out like that already, so I have to cut it like this. I can cut so I cut it next to the frame. I'm putting this back inside so I don't lose it, and I know which book it belongs to. My reference, this feet is there. I'm seeing a little line there, so I'm going to cut it there. Let me see if this is what I'd like and want. I like this boy better there. I don't know why, but it's like that. So I'm going to a little bit around the girl, tear off the paper on both sides, because the edge from the tag is also not straight. So, and I'm going to do the same thing with the boy. Try to get a little bit off by the head, so I don't take too much away. That's much better than this part. I can still use it. Let me go around it first before I cut, and then so this part I want to keep. That part I also want to keep. So this can be thrown away, I think, because it's thin. So the girl I want it here, and the boy maybe okay by the 3 dots. Okay, first of all, the stress again. Oh, I think something is coming all above, but I'm going to glue him not all the way, partly here, so that I have an idea where I want him. And if I still want things under and on top of the boy glued, then I can still do that. Same thing for the girl, but the girl I want her a little bit higher. So I'm gonna glue her there on top of the words. Rare covers it says, but so you can see now I just glued part of it. Oh, just put it so it's not dried yet. So later I can still put my words. Let me take one. And I kept everything, the in and the outside, because you can use both. But for today I'll be using the big words. I think hello is nice, but happy is also nice. I think this one is a little bit too long. Yeah, the hello fits. So I'll keep the nature and the rest away. I'm already going to distress this. If I want to use it, then it's okay. If I don't want to use this, it's also okay. But then I've done it and I can't forget it because I know myself. Now, okay. I have a lot of ephemera from all the books and paper pads from ECD, and I'm going to check which one I want to use. Normally I have something like, okay, let me use this one so I can just later, because then I can go a little bit through it all and see what I want to use and don't want to use. So there's a whole lot that I have. and I always keep them. I don't throw them away. So for now, all I'm going to do is pick what I want. This looks nice also. I'm looking for a little bit little ones. These are big ones. You can see I have a whole lot of things inside, and these are big ones. So I have some words. Even have small tags, stickers. So I'm just grabbing a little bit which I think is going to be nice on my paper. Because obviously not everything is going to be nice here. This might be nice because they are little ones, so I think this should be enough from here. So I will just close it and then take the paper off. Is a handy way to put everything back the way it was, easy and quick. So let me first check which ones I like and I don't like, which ones I want to put and not. So the words fun and hello we are going to use. And then we've already decided, I think I want to use this like this also. Of course is going to be the middle one, is always just like this, but also like just keep this one back, and then I'll take off first and all this one and the next one. Then I have what I want here, which I can pick from. Let me see, because I want some snippets and I want some tags and I want a whole lot. No, words not. I've already have, if I can find it quickly, because I have already what I stamped, and I have labels, tea dial bags, tea bags, and I have my snippets and everything. So what am I going to? I got this already. Searching for something is always taking the longest. Leave this one inside. small ones. Don't need this. You can see I stamp from all different kinds of stamp from Elizabeth, but also from others. Just see what I like, and I can keep it aside. This is also nice, and doesn't mean I'm going to use it all. It doesn't have to be. These are all too white, which I can make darker, but I don't want to. Because I have to color them then. This is the wrong color, though it's nice. I don't know yet. This is with blue. Just take them random tickets and snippets. If I want to use, I can use it. If I don't want, they can always go back for another round. That one is too light. Like these ones, I'm seeing I'm tending to go to all the brownish with black. Okay, let me just take these away because I have a lot there already and I'm not going to be able to use it all on top. It's not going to look nice. So this one is also too light. Okay, now let me see. Keep this here. Okay, I'm going to take, first of all, my things that I want to use on this side, which I'm not certain of on this side. This one is a little bit too big, but I like it. Maybe I will cut it through half. Then I will take some dialed tea bag. The one with a little bit more color. No. Keep it here. The tea bag is also going to be too big, so don't need all. Just gonna tear off a part. The part that has been torn off. Okay. It is too big. If I cut it through half, I have to try. If I don't try, I don't know. And if it's not going to be nice, I can always use it for something else. I want to use this part. This looks nicer. Then I'm going to cut off the white part that is here. Don't need that anymore and it's going to be too long. Do I want it on top or maybe like this? It is one part that I like. I don't think this will be nice here. Oh, it's nice. Okay. Don't want to use the tea bag anymore because I've done that. So I'm gonna put that back. Can't lose it, then I have all together. And I said I want it, but am I going to use it like this, or maybe so? I like this one, so I'm gonna cut it off here. So what I'm all doing now is just to bring them together, and then later I will just glue. But first of all, I'll put all together and see how it's going to look like. Let me first of all, for the parts that I want to use, distress them, because I'm going to forget later. I'm going to take it and then glue it, and then I'm too late. So I'll do it now. And I'm just doing all the parts, whether they come out underneath or not, because I don't know how and what I'm going to use. Again, that I like. So is this one going to be nice here? I'm gonna have a hello there. Nee, this one come here. Prefer that. So trying to distress all sides just a little bit, so that the white is not visible anymore. Of course, also in the O. It gives me room to do some on this one here, and this one halfway, like that. The fun can be here, but then I need some little you can see some of them, they are already distressed, so I'm just going over it with this color. Most of the time I'm using this color, and this one says a day in life. So you can see most of them, when I work, I put them, and then I just distress them. Most of them, I said, not all. And of course I have some that I wanted to use before I didn't use. But that's why they are distressed already. Sometimes I just make a bunch, then I put them in my file for ready to use. I love this. So I love this. I think I'm going to, except for the words, because I'm still thinking if I want to use them or not. So this one for sure. Oops, I want under on that edge. So I'm going to glue it. This one come first. There's nothing under it anymore, so maybe I'll put things on top, but not under it anymore. I want it to come out a little bit like this. It's all about choice, what you want, what you don't want. Sometimes it takes hours. And then I'm gonna glue the boy. So I've settled this one. And the hello is coming. Should I put it here? It's also fun. Here, but then I don't have a connection there and it needs to be connected all. I'm gonna put it there, is better. So a little bit of glue. And as I said before, it dries up clear, so, and some of you like to use a pincette. I don't know how to call that in English, I forgot the name. But yes, most of the time I use my fingers. And then the glue, the excess glue, I take it away. So the main is what I like here also, so that's what I'm going to do. First of all, and it's possible when I glue it back it's gonna look different again. I'm not going to put too much glue here, because the more glue you put and the wetter the thing gets, it's like rice paper. And don't want it to look like rice paper that is melted into my image. I think, I don't know, I shouldn't think. I should just put where I want it. To see the hole and a little bit of the edge. Like so. You see, it's already looking different than I had planned, because don't like it. I like what is happening here and the font. I think either here or there, but it's very busy there because of the text. So maybe if I hope I'm not gonna ruin it now, but we'll find a solution for that then. See, instantly it connects, it looks nicer. So You always have to play a little around to know for sure whether something looks nice or not. If it doesn't look nice, you can also put gesso over it or put another something on top. But now, because I have the dark there, I need to put some here, of course. Also, I'll take some of the white away. Looks better like this. Let me see. Because somehow it needs to be connected and not everything. I was having, is it this one? Yeah. Okay, if I put this here, connects better. Yeah, just looking for that connection. If it doesn't look nice, your eye will tell you it's not looking nice. Okay. Then I'm wondering if I still need something here, because I still have stamps. And I also love maybe this one. No. Okay. It says yes. Here. Okay. So that means I need to put glue. And on neither of them I've used my, it doesn't work. You see, what I was planning is not working out. It doesn't look nice, so it's going back. These are now too greenish. I was having a little, this boy, I love that. You see, you would just play around a little bit. Not everything. No. Here. It's going back there. So I'm having my 2 tags already. Then if I want, I'm thinking this one feels right. This one, I need something down here. Why? I don't know. It's just a feeling, and it's not going to be this. Maybe it's one of the rulers. Let me just keep this back. Okay. No. This is not going to be it either. So I will put it away. what I'm looking for, but it will come and tell me when I see something that I like. Cake. And I love this. But I was having, is it these ones? I think I put them here. Because this one is a little bit more. No. And it's too busy. It's gonna be this one again. Should I? Maybe. Let me lift it up and try and see if I like it. Or a little bit longer. No, not longer. I like it like this. So it's going to be here. Put it off in the back. Use my distress. And this I love. For me now they are finished and I don't for now need to put anything more. So they'll be in here, but I still need something here. And I don't know what. Maybe if I use this one in the back, this one in the front, and then but the paper is not, it doesn't go with this paper. It's better. Oh, let me correct. I think I'm gonna make 2. No. This one look better. If I do like this, is it gonna look better? Yes. But this one needs, because I like what is going on here, but of course this one has to be covered. So can I? No. I need to put something here that this doesn't go. What do I want? Because I need something where I can extend the paper, and these ones are too light. It's also from the Christmas. But nee. if I use black too, let me just try and see if what I want, because this one is also not straight. Put it in there, then something have to come off, and that is just a little edge. Do it from this side. Okay. Let me use then this one have to be the same. First cut it, make a line. This can be thrown away. Hopefully it will work out and it will look nice. It has to be on like this, yeah. Glue. So this is covering up my hole that is there. And then I think this small one, I don't have a little one here. Is it the same? Maybe it's the darker one. Yeah. So then I have to make a bigger hole because I don't have small ones anymore. So this is my first, and then this is the second. Of course it doesn't have all the black there, so is it nicer to, I think so, it's nicer. Keep this here, then check for a dark one. Yeah. So this one doesn't all fall over. Cut. And the edgy part from it, I'm keeping it so that it's also not straight like the rest, kind of like that. So it's gonna be glued on like this. Let me first keep the black there. I'll keep this one here a little bit higher because of the edge, and then I hope, yeah, nice. You just take everything in lock. The edge is a little bit longer, but or the out part. The bigger hole, and a little bit more in because it's longer. I kept it here, so this one come behind that one because the end is longer, the handle. And this one is for little pictures, so they are a mat for pictures that is going inside my journal. So what do I have? Okay, my tag, the other tag, and then I have two little ones here that go into the first part, the little round bit, and the boy gum and the girl. So if we put it like this, then we don't need anything there anymore because this is covering it up, because I want to see the boy and the girl. In the back you can put pictures, you can write anything you want to, and then you have another planner page. Let me take this off. I hope you liked it. This is the whole page. So thank you for being here with me, and I do hope that you will consider to like, subscribe and share my video, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.